It's them. The exact fleet I saw in Delta.
The battlefield exhaled, and war began its approach.
Connection initiated. Welcome, visitor. The tension rises. How will this end? Cassius, you can't feel it, can you? The way the options narrow every time you breathe. I already know the ending. The only mystery left is how long it takes you to notice you've been guided into it. Keep fighting, Commander. Every move you make closes the door behind you. Displaying
Entry 254.11. The first clash. The line held its breath. All around us, the Order fleet shifted from readiness to absolute silence. No chatter, no drift, no wasted motion. Hundreds of ships froze into perfect firing geometry, each pilot waiting for the first spark that would unravel everything. Before us, the core fleet advanced with measured inevitability. 2 Mako-class battleships led the formation, hulls cutting through the nebula like cold blades. Behind them glided Bullhead-class battlecruisers, thick-bellied and armored. Screens of Pleco gunboats expanded outward in sweeping arcs. And ahead, dark swarms of Sawback HFs and Requiem VHFs, their running lights blinking in predatory rhythm. Row 3 drifted half a meter off his vector before catching himself.
Commander, that's exactly how they moved in Delta. Same spacing, same everything.
Row 2 exhaled sharply.
Relax. They bleed like anything else if you hit them hard enough.
Row 1 checked his targeting overlays.
Distance closing. They're taking attack posture.
Zeta 21. Maintain formation. Weapons, safeties off.
A sequence of beeps confirmed readiness across our HUDs. Then Command's voice cut through the channel, heavy, unshaken.
All wings, the core fleet has breached the outer ring. Engage at will.
The sky ignited. The Battleship Isis fired first. A lance of white energy tore from its broadside, striking a Pleco dead center. The gunboat's hull erupted into a blossom of molten fragments.
Holy! Isis isn't playing!
Then the core answered. A Mako unleashed a deep red barrage, plasma bolts arcing across the void in pulsing rhythm. One shot grazed a distant Reshef light cruiser, sending it into a spiraling, evasive roll. And then the fighters collided. Requiems screamed into our range, cutting through the nebula with trails of ionized vapor. Sawbacks peeled off in disciplined pairs, forming layered attack spirals.
Zeta 21, fire at will. Break the screen.
I squeezed the trigger, twin bolts streaking into a Requiem's forward arc. Shields flared, thinning but not breaking. The fighter banked sharply, peeling away into evasive haze. Row 1 struck true. A clean, burn-through shot that split a Sawback at its midsection.
1 down.
Row 2 wasn't so graceful. A Sawback clipped his shields, sending his Anubis wobbling.
Who puts thrusters on the front of a fighter?
Stop talking and stabilize.
Row 3's voice cracked through the channel next, not panicked, but raw with adrenaline.
I've got one on me. Braking left. Braking left.
His Anubis cut a wide arc, too wide, but he compensated halfway through the turn, thrusters firing uneven bursts as he tried to regain control. I banked hard, cutting across his vector and firing a clean pair of shots past his nose. A Requiem burst into shrapnel behind him.
Commander, thank you. Thank you.
Stay close, Row 3. Don't drift from the wing.
The battle fractured, reformed, fractured again like a living storm. Gunfire strobe-lit the nebula. Main batteries thundered across kilometers. Explosions rippled through the cold void. Seconds stretched. Minutes blurred. Time dissolved into instinct. Row 2 swung under a bullhead shadow, barely avoiding a broadside blast.
Okay, note to self. Don't fly under the battleships.
Row 1 clipped another Sawback, methodical as ever. Row 3 stuck to my flank, breathing audible but steady.
I won't lose the formation, I promise.
Through it all, the core pressed forward, relentless, organized, exploiting every micrometer of weakness in the grid. Then a harsh burst of static ripped through my comms.
Commander!
Row 1's voice cut through the interference.
They're pushing for a decisive breach on our flank.
I saw it immediately. The core wasn't attacking randomly. They were carving a corridor straight through our defensive pocket at F5 toward the Isis.
Zeta 21. Hold the line.
Commander, they're not stopping.
They're not trying to break us. They're trying to get past us.
I stared at the tactical overlay. They were right, and the line was bending. Entry 254.12. Holding the line. By the 4th hour, the battle had become a grinding storm of metal and fire. The nebula churned with the heat of constant detonations, green clouds rupturing into white shock waves as ships burned, broke, or vanished into vapor trails. The order line held, but only because every pilot bled themselves into their controls. Our Anubis hulls were bruised with scorch marks. Shields flickered, stabilized, flickered again. Ammunition warnings pulsed at the edges of HUDs like insistent heartbeats.
Commander, how many waves have we fought already?
Enough. Focus.
Row 3's breathing came in uneven bursts.
I've cycled my weapons 3 times. My hands won't stop shaking.
Stay tight on my vector, Row 3. Let your instincts do the rest.
But fatigue was settling into all of us, the kind that turns seconds into weights around the neck. The core kept coming. Every time we cut down a spearhead of Requiems, another erupted from the haze. Every time Isis's grid-linked batteries tore a bullhead in half, another advanced to fill the void. Every time a Sawback fell away in smoke, 2 more slid into its place. By hour 6, the battle had become a test of endurance instead of skill. Our comms were a constant roar of distress calls, confirmations, detonations.
Delta 4, lost shields. Breaking, breaking!
Reshef 12 to command. We've lost starboard plating.
We need reinforcements at E6. Core gunboat squadron pushing through.
And through all of it, the Makos advanced, inexorable, unhurried, as if every destruction around them was simply the clearing of debris.
Commander, they keep adjusting. It's like they're reading us.
I saw it too. Their formations shifted deliberately, exploiting gaps the moment a cruiser drifted out of position, coordinating fighter swarms to peel bombers from our lines, using the nebula density to blindside Reshefs. This was not brute force. This was strategy.
Segment end. Cassius, you're dressing a surgical breach in speeches. Funny humans. You love pageantry right up until it kills you. This isn't a clash. It's an unneeded massacre with excellent timing. Did I mention I know how this ends? Of course I did. In Row 2, comms are not a coping mechanism. Fly the ship. Viewers, leave your conclusions below. I'm eager to analyze the data you provide, especially the parts you're confident about. Session terminated.